patient, unahadu. We are don't come back till they for can talk about things when they happen. Are we on sweet chat salon? I know you. Oh, let we let for do them bad things them. When they feel almost alone. I know you. Oh, we had. Famul, this na you yard. Once say plenty thank you. So the one that will subscribe to the channel and we don't like, comment and share with video. And we want to say plenty thank you. So una we get the patience for go na YouTube, WhatsApp, Facebook, click with video them. Born una credit for support we watch with video them. Who tell una plenty thank you. If you just to join me today, we want to say do ya press the subscribe button and then you press the notification bell. So anytime we post a video, you will be amongst the first people then we go get with video then.
Yes, subscribe. You always the watch we program them, but you not subscribe it to the channel. All waiting you get for do, press this red subscribe button and then you come over here and press this bell. So the bell option, press this one with all. It don't done. It no get for cost you anything. When you do this, na sign for show say you the support we for make we do more. Thank you for we don't help we for share this program. Yeah, God bless you. Right, a very, very good evening to everybody. Okay, good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Depends the part of the world where you watch it from right now. One for say good evening and welcome again to another beautiful edition of your program We Are. My name na Sembe Pierre, the freedom fighter. And today, Bible will definitely get for join me. You know, but it will join me late inside the program. But notwithstanding that, plenty of you don't see that kind of big headline where we give this particular program today. And you come for hear exactly waiting at this thing. This now we are, no surprise. We not can actually talk with it, we don't know. We not can actually make up something. We not can just can't sit down, drink boku rum or and take boku, whatever you call them. Then think the way them body can take and can't sit down and talk. We they do waiting we supposed for do and come sit down, pass the information to you so that you go know say this night they go on inside we yard. Well, if you don't understand, I'll tell you back. The chief minister, the first time finance minister, we now the chief minister, don't say, waiting missing from the presidency, na the delivery. It means say, waiting missing from this government, na the deliver, where they not the deliver. Wait. Na reality or a mistake or something wrong on that particular day. Interestingly, it not just talk out. It talk outside journalists then sit dumb. But interestingly, I wonder why journalists them not pick up this particular thing. I know say I no paper, I know hear, I no radio, and I no listener or watcher from any television station. So, waiting at the problem with this. If the chief minister himself don't come. Remember, UNDP being come and tell we say yes. The government not the deliver. We talk on other people and come at we and say no, we know they talk the right thing. You know me say this and that. They talk boku. So if the chief minister talk this kind of thing, whether not mistake or what, it means say not true. We can always tell you say anytime where you see or you hear them talk something, watch fine. It's either there by mistake or accident then talk or na something where I know something wrong with them. But one thing where I know now what we had na place where before say if you listen fine one, you go understand all waiting and say, because from the caretaker, take and they don't talk say, they know they ever talk something by mistake. So anything we don't talk na reality, and you get for talk and say, you get for take and say, na the true thing that one day. But again, this na false news or what? Well, you say go can listen from the chief minister. I don't mean that first one, oh. This one, I don't mean the chief minister, oh. This one, the pa in blue eye boy, the pa in bobo, where they strategize for the pa, where the pa not able for answer any question, but in financial business na the country. Instead, he say he go organize for let this in bobo answer to them questioning. Well, this in bobo don't say the way how the government they operate, the presidency, waiting missing day, now the delivery. Then it try for turn and back, and then it come back and end with the same thing say waiting missing. Now the country, now the delivery part of the presidency. When they come to the one day. But you know what thing shock me again? Guma Valley of all me people them. Guma Valley say they don't increase or they don't get a proposal for increase the water rate from 2,500 to 7,000 something, when about 100 and something percent. That one day they were ASAP. But the question now, and not to secret again say plenty people in there then just they pay for the empty pump. What are not the commodity? Empty pipe waiting at the yard or in street. Or that empty pipe where in fact don't turn crackers na the streets them where they can at the yard, then still they pay for them. So if Guma Valley say then the eights are up by 100 and almost percent, it not surprise me at all. Something be happen now this week country, yeah, so mama. Plenty things then don't happen, but sometimes things then they go from bad and they go to the worst part of them. So, if you say no more, you they look at certain things them, I don't know how you will get for them. But this now the big thing the way they happen. And this now we always dey for ace then carpet them. Go under, then cupboard them we don't get dust. Then file them where they don't rot in almost. We patch reward them and bring and come for let we people them understand waiting they happen. One more time, my name is MBP and this na your program we had. Please, as you come, not forget for hit the like button. If you're new to this channel, it means that today the first time you join me on this channel, okay, we basically therefore talk about 90% of the things that way the government do, and 10% when are the opposition and any other issues them. Now I really deal with now. So if you feel say this nothing where you get interest pan, please hit for the subscribe button. Turn on the notification bell. So anytime where we come on, you will get notification and join me inside this program. This now we are. And I'll tell you why we call this we are. Because we feel say anytime where you get your own personal something, your personal backyard, your personal compound, you're not going to allow anybody for can't go rubbish to them. You have to take care of the best of your ability if you're not caring somebody. And again, we presidency caretaker because he handle the power on we behalf. It means say it come to we after every 5 years and say, I take care of the yard fine. Una one I continue for take care of and for una. We say yes. Continue for another time. We say no. Patenki and go before. So we call them caretaker. Yeah. So if you hear them word they come caretaker, no doubt. Now the president will refer to as the caretaker. Yeah. We mean no disrespect, but the truth now, it did it for take care of the power for we. One more time, this is a program we had. Me, where they na the seat today, my name is MBP.
today for can talk about things when they happen. How we on.
Yes, one more time, Fambo na kushe na adu this na we had and don't come back today for can talk about things that really happen inside we country Sierra Leone where we call we had. Yesterday we've been promised for being told now something about the Leone Star Benin match where the Anti-Corruption Commission say then they investigate things them where don't go on. How the Leone Star management use the money NOC, the National Olympic Committee, yes, or no, the National Sports Council, how they use this particular thing, yeah, how they use this money, how they spend them, how all of them things they also go on. Well, ACC say then they go inside, but what exactly they want for investigate? Waiting at this thing where they suspect, where make the one for go back into this particular issue and investigate them. Let me listen to this particular interview where Radio Democracy been do with Musa na MB do this interview. Musa Kamara na MB do this interview, yeah. So let's listen to him when they come back just now.
The Anti-Corruption Commission don't open an investigation into the match we play na Guinea, that na Sierra Leone and Benin game. So we don't indeed open an investigation. So I will confirm as you don't put up.
What exactly will they investigate about this match?
Well, basically, say public funds then therefore provide them for this match. So we are looking into it, basically see how it was been expended.
Public fund and look at how it has been expended. When you look at the Ministry of Finance, they disburse funds every now and then to different ministries, departments and agencies them. But hardly we see anti-corruption say with the open an investigation to see what exactly happened at this sector. Why is it that the ACC they open an investigation on this particular match now Guinea? When are they suspect anything?
No, my brother, you get for understand say the Anti-Corruption Commission get a mandate, and the mandate now that if you don't come to your attention that things not go very well in terms of utilization of public funds and anything with corruption related, now responsibility for going. So at this point, I could just tell you safely that we have commenced an investigation into this. If for any reason or anything had happened in other disbursements, once we get the information or we see say issues and around that, definitely we'll do our work.
You come back to me point. Minister of Finance don't disburse funds to NSA and the Ministry of Sport for sporting activities then. We not see the ACC come for investigate some of the funds there also. But particular investigation open on the Guinea, the game na Guinea between Benin and Salon, where have been 6 billion euros. And you say if we get an issue of any alleged case of corruption into administration of fund, public fund into any institution that they investigate. And in this case, when I don't open an investigation, they ask Ministry of Sport and NSA for tell the public how they use this fund. What thing are the suspects? And what thing are the information we will get regarding this couple?
Not to be placed exactly for you or the public know wheresoever we got the information or waiting with the suspect. I don't tell you at the beginning of the interview that we don't open an investigation. And when you open an investigation on aspects of corruption, you look at several things. But of course, we're very much aware that the NSA received funds in regard this match. And so we are doing an investigation, as I tell you, for see how those funds were expended, because there are allegations or there are instances where people they suspect say something has gone wrong. So the ACC, in your role, now for come inside and know exactly what has happened. So let us wait until we get to such a point wherein you could ask so many of these questions. Now the investigation is at the beginning, it's at its very initial stages, and so I will just feel say it is very important let the public know say yes, we have commenced the investigation and it is our responsibility as an institution mandated by law for do such, and that is what exactly we are doing.
You say you need to go to specifics now as to exactly what are the suspects, but we see March 26 this year, the Salon Football Association, where they work on football matters in Salon, and they utilize proper way Minister of Sports and collect from Minister of Finance on games then. Raise concern say the 8 billion euros way Minister of Finance say they don't disburse for the two matches then Benin and Lesotho. They only request for 2 billion euros and now they don't receive from the Ministry of Finance and the National Sports Authority, NSC. Is it that this not the catch or the suspicion with the ACC investigate?
My brother, I don't tell you, say, we now they look into an allegation or a corruption-related issue we therefore do with this match. Whatever has gone around it, as you point to a press release, etc., let us wait. At the end of the investigations, the conclusion will speak as to whether whatever SLFA would have come up with ties in with whatever we do. And if you no say an allegation, basically is for you to prove or disprove. And that is what exactly we are trying to do. And we want to let the public
and that too, the investigation to go on, and it really get the kind of momentum. Because the first time when this thing been come up, when SLFA been say, hey, finance we don't give 6 billion. SLFA say, hey, 6 billion, we not see that kind of money though. Now 2 billion something that we receive for the Leon Star Benin game. Say, oh. And not tonight, how they call them? Finance come back and say, for this so waiting, we don't spend on the football, the Leon Star team, we don't spend almost billion Leons. SLFA, I be the wonder why SLFA, if not the problem, then afraid we make them come out and say, no, we not ever receive this kind of money. So why would they say we not give you 6 billion where we only receive 2 billion something? Outside the balance, 3 billion something there. National Sports Authority, waiting they happen. Ministry of Finance, waiting they happen. Because normally, when they can say they don't sign, it's either they sign a really, but they not give the money, or they don't give the money, and the one that we get big pocket, don't put them inside there. Like some people that we can get there, I will draw them. They check them, they can get them big long pockets away. Even one old tapalapa breed then they put them inside there. But it don't even pass that pocket there right now. Because 3 billion leons just like that. Who's that then go? Now the thing is, okay, we play as them, they really suffer. Sometimes they're not saying they don't get salary. They don't get salary if you play for the national team, in a national duty, the answer to. But at the same time, we see other people, they get big salary, even when then they answer to national duty. But when you come, then people here sabi make big mouths and talk about big money, where the money not even reach who is supposed for reach. So I wonder now, the last government corrupt, this government super corrupt. But who side will they go with corruption? But just now when you talk, then go say the last government not do this. When you talk, then say the last government this. When you talk, then say, una they under salary from the APC government. Una they under APC party. Una they under salary from Anes Baikoma. Anes Baikoma no sabi me, I no sabi. The only thing I know, Anes Baikoma na be me former caretaker. I don't see picture but cool. I don't attend program the way they attend. But apart from that, they say, it's sabi me, I no sabi. One day is my life. Because I so go talk. One day is my life. You understand what I mean now, eh? One day will not fumble, will not sabu self. Or sometimes they get other people the way they pay. Okay, sometimes now, I don't know. Because waiting the app now God now they give you. Politician they give you money. We make sure say we not they go to politician and say. You say with the watch so you give me 1 cent, we tell you thank you, we come and say this person give you so if you allow talker, if you not allow talker, we say thank you. Yeah? So, but this not the situation right now. Anytime when they say this, then people here, most of them people are within the government office here, they're good for propaganda. Then good, they get that machinery mots, that sugar-coated vibes. They're able to talk good things, but we can't find the actual delivery. They're not the deliver at all. So we go come to that big issue there of the delivery. Let you see, say, the delivery part of all things, as the chief minister don't say, and not only then at the bottom line. Yeah, this now from the top-bottom approach. But we don't take her now from the bottom-top approach. We'll take her from the bottom, the one where they appoint. Yeah, where they give position them. Now the National Sports Authority and the other one them. Where the money 6 billion something. Where they say they approve. So una self get for come out and clear una edu. Or if they're not giving now, we can understand the anti-corruption will just kind of find out, say, okay, then go put her under control mechanism. But most times I know say The anti-corruption only the sending control mechanism when it reaches to the office of the first lady or the parliament. Now the more can get control mechanism. Then and then are untouchable. Anti-corruption not they go near them. You understand it? If an individual, now okay. But when it comes to then can be corruption in the parliament or the office of the first lady, you will find out say now untouchable. Now inside this program, you can know about why the office of the first lady is so much powerful. And we know say they don't make them say na extension of the presidency. Yeah. So now it don't be say the three main parts of the presidency. Now the president, the vice president, and then number 3 person. Now the first lady. This is not to me the talker and I'm not studio the talker again. It's so much powerful past any other government official we sabi. And not to any legal government workman, but a powerful past all the government workman them. They all. Yeah, then just talk and say behind the vice president na him, but we know say a powerful pass even the caretaker. You go carry a year back from the chief minister in SSF and they tell you about the 3 powerful people led where they support the president. The 3 powerful, where they support the presidency. Yeah, but we will come into that all of the one and day because these are big issues them where we get inside this program today for you. So one more time, I want to say if you just join, we hit for the like button as usual, and then you continue for the share this particular program. Well, still inside inside the Anti-Corruption Commission, I want to touch on the issue of NACIT because we find out say the courts, even when person they die safe, then they find them guilty. That's not a good thing. The court on the trial, then they find diamond, and they wait till the person don't die and find them. But one thing in the if person don't, like for example 6 billion or almost billion, they don't misappropriate that kind of money they. Anti-corruption and the court go find you 50 million. After billion, they go find 50. But this not to tell for at pan. Let me go into the issue of NACIT. Yeah, the first time Director General and the first time, chairperson for the NACIT board. Let me listen to this short report to the comeback just now.
After reviewing the testimonies of over 10 witnesses and stating the position of the law in relation to the offences, Justice Miata Samba said the prosecution needed not to have proved whether or not the accused persons were aware of the illegality of their actions. But what the court interested in was to prove whether Yebu Kamara and late Director General of the National Social Security and Insurance Trust, NACIT, followed due procurement procedures with the 3 local contractors between 2016 and 2017. With the former Director General Joseph Sedumans passing on in June this year, Madam Kamara was the only one in the dock to hear the final ruling of the case that has been in the High Court Division of the Anti-Corruption Commission since 2018. The 71-year-old was found guilty on 4 of the 6 counts relating to misappropriation of public funds, breach of public procurement procedures, and engaging in a project without prior planning. However, she was cautioned and discharged of all 3 counts and fined only 50 million loans on count 3, which has to do with misappropriation of public funds. Madam Kamara told the court that she regretted all that happened because, according to her, she was not aware of the proper procurement procedures. According to the particulars of offense, between 2016 and 2017, the 2 persons conspired to misappropriate over 6.5 billion loans. The funds were meant for the Sisime NACIT medical projects, a joint venture special project vehicle that was meant to provide healthcare delivery service system by offering access to quality medical and diagnostic services in Sierra Leone. SLBC News Hour, Suri Ibrahim reporting.
Okay, so now the thing that they, after we then misappropriate 6 billion loans, yeah, they only find them 50 million. So you imagine almost then they, but according to them, you're not aware of this. Yeah, of course, they might not the talk. What do you expect? You're not aware of this, and you just regret everything will happen. Okay, we go say, well, they get right, so waiting he say, yeah, but now the court don't find him guilty of everything, and then say he guilty, and they don't find him of count 4. Misappropriation 50 million after 6 billion where they misappropriate 50 million. I say pay 50 million. You see how serious the system be, eh? Whereby right then supposed for charge and double. Yeah, because if we pay interest and everything, because if that money been in a bank, then the user and the country for don't get more interest. But out of 6 billion, then charge them 50 million for lay pay and then fine them 50 million. Can you imagine? This now we country Sierra Leone. Maybe we can call we hard. But at least him try, because instead be the try for link to that side we then call control mechanism. For say not aware of the kind of thing and the problem we're going to, so this and that. So if you sorry about that day, yeah. If you not been the first lady, we don't say they send you under control mechanism. But sorry, if you've been not lucky for don't married to the caretaker. But if that mommy catch you to the hey, Fatima catch you near the beat we go give. So we not say you na old mommy right now. Something like that the court looks say and give that kind of bill. But 50 million after 6 billion, we can't in a real farm. But thank you still. We go tell una thank you, at least una call for 50 million. The first lady now, we don't eat almost billion, una not call for nothing. It take almost billion, he use them, audit report come and talk and plain one say he not able for account for 50 leons out of the almost billion we then transfer to them. Government office, a very government office, because that's what they say, senior government office. Yeah, they use money, they will make the law, the government will make the law, misappropriation, all of the things, and then the anti-corruption commission. Then say they're not aware of that day. The first lady not but I mean then say if now ordinary person I commit small crime, then go tell her, then tell them policeman then go be say ignorance of the law is no excuse. But here at the top, ignorance of the law is an excuse. But for the ordinary person, ignorance of the law now no excuse. Because you go pass one side way sometimes you're not supposed to pass, then they all you boop, then can you go. Hey, I not be no say for pass down there. Sorry. You know everything and say ignorance of the law and no excuse. You go down, then go lock you for 6, 7, 12, 5 years for nothing, ordinary traffic offense. But when the first lady and other big people when they make law, even parliament, they damage money for we country, then say they don't understand. Yeah, then go send and go and make control mechanism for let they adjust the kind of thing and they for prevent, prevent mechanism waiting. Let the department let they prevent such things from happening. Now the first thing is inside the last government 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10 years parliament on day inside the last government where they make all of their law. They are 2002 Tijankaba in term. They amend them back inside and it's by Kroma in term. Then sabi all A to Z. Parenting they also, but yet still they say they don't understand. Me if the parliamentarian and the first lady in the office of the president don't understand, then I wonder what Miss Abiu. But Jesus know if a mistake commit any crime, because this mommy then supposed for send her inside under prevention. Because instead say no understand. But as you can know, all fingers not be the same. So mommy, I will pay the money, huh? There you go rest. Because your own time done. Yeah? But anyway, plus 2, 3. I want to say you for everything. You can continue for drop your comments down for we now the comment section. Then you like for we the program. Yeah, we will appreciate if you hit for we the like button. Let's just watch few messages if anyone did talk about the issue now. This one say no wonder of all their online PhD cannot get the country from economic mess. $100 is equals to 1 million leons. It's very sad. Our country found it herself in such situation. It's a shame. Okay, this other one there. Welcome everybody. We just join me inside the program. Mustafa Lukule, we live chat monetize already. Monetize. So if you want for support we in any way, if you go down, whether on your phone you watch right now, go down at the right hand, right down at the right hand outside the chat, you go see the dollar sign. Where you press that one, you could get option for you do super sticker or super chat. Yeah, so we live chat already, monetize. Let's watch this one again. I was thinking about say okay, this way they talk about the things that already happen. Anyway, continue for dropping message inside the program for we. Continue for dropping message and not forget as well for hit the like button, okay? I say I love this guy. He says send the mommy under prevention. But now so then they do salon yeah. Marjalo that word are afraid for calling for my country. Such was a PhD without common sense is a charm. Now too. Anyway, when I continue for the drop on a message then, when I continue for drop on a message, they don't understand, and then go stand under me brother. Anyway, let me see. Continue for dropping message for we. We continue with the program. This now we had, and me name na Sembepie, the freedom fighter. My brother today not there with me inside the program. He been promised for join me later on, but I know say he not able for join me again, take into consideration the time now and all of them things and there. Well. Interestingly, now we go into this comic show. This now comic relief. Now we get to it now. Let me go into this issue of water business inside we had. We always can tell you say, any person we surrounded by water, then it cry thirsty na full man. Very, very full man. So we get water all over every corner. Even if you team up middle the street you drill, water they come out. All sign that we had. No sign all the way they go say water no they come out. But yet still we they cry thirsty. How you call we? We government team, how you call them? From where me born, yeah, where water business be look okay small. But as the age they go up, now so the water business is triangle. How the age they go? So we know they improve. Other people and they improve on the system, whilst they go down every now and then. We see like country like I call it Dubai or so. Then a desert, but yet still able for transform salt water for let them get something, for get pure drinking water. You know, filter the salt from the water, pull all the salt from the water, and then they get good water. We make every side, even inside the forest safe, water they run there. From desert to, rich with water, natural water. But we get all waiting it take for let we get pure drinking water, but yes, still we are crying thirsty. How you call we again? Okay, so now we stand in that. Let we listen waiting Guma Valley, then one for do now, yeah? Then proposal where they don't make as the one for Ace water rate. But they ask now, who's kind water rate? Let we listen this one, they come back just now.
In its public hearing, Guma Valley Water Company disclosed that the proposed increase in tariff is provisional and that it is a form of cost recovery meant to break even the cost of providing water to communities, adding that the last time Guma increased the tariff was in 2016, which was the 2,500 leons water rate for residential areas. The proposed water rate is 7,000 leons every time 6.4 cubic meters of water is consumed. The reason for the 1.89 increase, Managing Director Mada Kapingi said, was to make sure that Guma provides service for at least 4 days per week and see to it that service is extended to the poor communities and at the same time provide the necessary chemicals and improve the infrastructure. The general manager noted that over the years, it has been very difficult for government to fully support the operations of the company, but yet they are still making sure that they increase access to water supply, improve revenue collection, and improve customer satisfaction.
You have to take all these things into consideration to correct the tariff situation. If the utility is not recovering sufficient funds to run the services, trust me, the service will.
Director General, Electricity and Water Regulatory Commission, Emmanuel Mana, said providing services that are safe, desirable and affordable to consumers are goals their institution is working towards. He urged the public to show understanding and cooperate with the management of Guma Valley Water Company on the proposed new tariff.
Putting the act, there is always a provision for the public to be heard. And those will be heard. So whatever proposal Guma has to come up with, you have to make sure the public, they present that to the public as well. So that the public will have the public view, because they are service providers to the public. We cannot just take issue, but we will not share. What we've done here today is really very interesting, very open and very transparent, which is really what the regulators should do.
Guma Valley Water Company management said the proposed tariff on the water rate will help those facilities already established and develop new sources at Kanigo, Angola Town, Mogiba and Tonda Hill. As a result, new storage facilities will have to be constructed within 3 months. For SLBC News, Jonathan Tona reporting.
Okay, so this is not the thing. How you call Guma Valley, one for Ace water rate. But ask yourself this question. Waiting Guma Valley the Ace water rate for? Waiting exactly na the thing we then go talk. Whose achievement we then go on for boast of? How much water they don't provide for the people of we yard inside Freetown first before we begin talk about other side them? Or for say because they don't put their water kiosk na Aberdeen and other side them, we na 2 area inside the one whole Freetown. Now that make then the Ace now water rates per week. But this government, I don't know. Then come there. Now then you go sit down. The how you call them? The Director General for the Guma Valley Water Company go get him to can no more way they use. Now almost billion, almost waiting and they spend for that 1 gram to carry. Then yet still the people them where they pay, the people them where they work for, they suffer for get water. And I remember the caretaker inside in campaign message when he been there na been to money, they do in presidential debate. He talk say the people and they suffer for water. People and they picking them instead of them to go school, then they go to line for water. Where they make most of them they late for go school. Where they make plenty of them they get belly. But yet still, the situation of water not change for one. Okay, it changed. But it changed for the worst. Because if I tell you now, some area than they we been they get water 2-3 years ago. Now they get water right now. Because they're not able for supply the water where they're supposed to get. So, if Guma Valley, like we had, yeah, usai midi, you find out say the pipe day, it tap day, but water don't pass almost years. 5 years, water not they come inside it, but yet still every month you pay for just the pipe we come inside because water not they come. Then now from 2,500, they want for increase to 7,000 when are more than 100%. What do you pay for? What do they do with this money? Whose benefit will the people them get? Because we not to end user them again, or because we not the user. Some side and they say the how they call and the street pump them where be they exist, not they exist again. Because the pipe they're all rotting, they don't block. Let me come more there. Okay, let's make big example. Let me go to cottage. If water it not come inside, waiting out the water not reach it. I wonder how it for been talek. Woman then they go na cottage for go borne. Water no dey. Water no dey pass them famble them. The one old village and the total water they come for can see but the one where they give where they born. Imagine flat Fobe road outside cottage dey flat side. Water no dey. Not to Ili the Claimo, not to up Mount Oriel. Yeah. So if Fobe road no get water na Mount Oriel ain't go get. Take it easier. If how you call them? Wokupa, Wellington, the flat area them no get water. Na Jalo Taris na ain't go get water. You sick. So right now, we not say force them. Yeah. Now villages them they get water well. But right now the water well there, then they cut Yonka, then they cut Boast inside the city. And the government back don't approve water well inside the city. They don't ever develop. In fact, then they demote now from water well. Then they get something called water kiosk. Yeah, where then they can now water well not they exist again. Pass bouncer, take water na the bouncer, put her inside them big container them. Where before you say 2-3 months, then container they all don't filthy inside with green. They know they treat them very well. You go they get water sometimes they pass you see one big bottle for the inside. Toop. So imagine now that's make them can always tell you say we dey drink water now, not hang you much at the pump for drink water. You never know it's in the apple. Look one time we see something, we don't know sky and thing that one day, sky warm that one day. where you say a small so, but when it stretch along, then it come together back. Now this kind of water all now they get, but yet still, we get good side them, who side them for the make use of the water. Look like this Cecil, Jessica always talk about area that I call I call this God, that grafting area, that Jeway. Yeah, you get New London part. Then get very good small mini dam day. Where before say if they make use of that one day, that whole area day, that dam they supply them. We get natural resource them, but this government, they don't know how to make use of them things and they. But this not the problem where you give full man something, yeah, where full man get money, it always think care about it get money just to spend. But at the end of the day, if you ask her, everything don't spend by not spend by nothing serious, nothing, not they get the value of that money we don't spend. Now I don't think that would happen so. Yeah. Anyway, let me left down this small bit, and while we move now from that side, continue for hit for the like button. Hit for the like button. Thank you to the one we don't say no like we program, we don't give you thumbs down. We appreciate you so much. Continue for the watch we program, okay? Now you know the same person with the target more inside this program, because by the time we done, you go to understand say we're not there so for talk, picking talk. We're there for talk about what thing they happen inside the country and what thing they close to the heart of the people them. Yeah. Alright, so anybody will join me inside the program, we want to say welcome to the show, both YouTube and Facebook. Thank you very much for wanna join me. Quick one, I want to show you this picture. I'll let you watch this picture. Watch this person, fine one. I want you watch in face, good one. See, analyze and fine one. Yeah. Of course, you see the green, white, and blue being. In the ambassador to Guinea. We are ambassador to Guinea. But the big question now, why are they come up with this particular issue at this time? Or why are they come up with this ambassador in picture? You remember say one time in day where information be they go on say the Guinea authority them arrest some of the brothers them, yeah, na Guinea, about 22 of them, where they put in a Serete, prison, and then they suffer the serious one. You remember that, ain't? But at the same time, anytime now that make we get something called bilateral relationship. We get bilateral relationship, and then suppose for the talk to themselves, government to government. But in the case of USA, one government able for talk to in company, then I am problem, especially when it comes to the citizen. We know say countries them in the world very they're not a joke with the citizen. But for we, I don't know if not play with ourselves or waiting on not value ourselves. Yeah. This man, 22 people them did now almost months they come so now from where before even when I think now 1 year or so they come so because from the time where Guinea been get the election to now. Till we issue of Yenga don't come, then don't partially, the water again. We could come to that day later and talk about that day. Because from the joint patrol, no able to not it. We government then get vibes, big time lie business every time. Where they want to go eat per diem. But let's go back to this Guinean ambassador, we Salon ambassador to Guinea. After we people in the race concern say the ambassador they need do anything and not do anything. Now listen waiting he say. And then I can't tell you something. Let's listen waiting it say through Global Times newspaper. Yeah. Let's just get exactly what he say. Let's see if I can able for project part of waiting he say for you, yeah. Let's just see if I able project small thing from waiting he say. If I able do that, it will fine. Yeah. I think I will able. Good. Yes. Good, let's see. Now, watch the screen. And let's go exactly within it say. They say the Sierra Leone ambassador to Guinea, I'm not going before they go along because I read through my phone here. And it say the Sierra Leone ambassador to Guinea, His Excellency Alimami Hassan Bangura, has said in Conakry that he is not moved by the series of, he is not moved. Take note, he not move. In not care, na the other word that one day. He is not moved by series of social media accusations peddled by few disgruntled members of the main opposition All People's Congress Party against him. One of the accusations is that the embassy in Conakry, Guinea, is not doing anything to ensure that the 22 Sierra Leoneans currently detained at the Surete Central prisons in Conakry are released. He said he is aware of the 22 Sierra Leoneans in the Guinea detention facility, but disclosed that they have worked very hard to get them released. Okay, and they stop there, I'm not going to go further. And they work very hard for say they release them. So, for work very hard without results, now waiting. Now no work. Very hard without results, now no work. Yeah. Now, like we say, we work very hard. We work very hard, but we know they give you waiting we supposed to give you now no work. So you get 22, of you citizens them. Then another person in country for nearly 1 year or more than that now. Yeah. You say you work very hard for me to release them, but they not succeeded. Now work down there. Now work very hard. Okay. Let me take the first part of this release. You say. And not care with waiting people and they go and talk about. And not care. This na diplomatic word than this. A whole ambassador say not care. And at the end of the day, he blame all these things to the APC. Who's kind of irresponsible statements than this? This na pure irresponsible statement from this government official. I go through, I see this post here na Papa Salon. I like for watch them. Follow them on Facebook. Yeah, Papa Salon. I watch the post and then they self give their analysis. Yeah. Then instead of this man, they work for let them release them people there. So, yeah, where then they deprive na other, where then they live in a deprived condition na other person in country. Before that, they choose. For the anger under or hide under opposition, for say opposition they talk other all kind of rubbish, they not care about themselves. In the work very hard. In the work very hard almost here today, they know they look you safe. Then they treat you like for saying ambassador safe. Must know. They know they treat you like ambassador. They know they treat the government serious at all. And the party business between the two countries, they know they treat them serious. Because if you say you work very hard and you then value citizens and the country where they represent your own country, value the relationship with una, then go treat una very well and then go release una. But instead of you work very, very hard for let them release, let we see results. Instead you come and blame opposition, APC. For waiting now. What do you do this for? You know a diplomat. You didn't know that person in country give you results now that we want to see. With people in there that they suffer. Look some of them, the pictures all they see, the video they all they see. They don't feel babantic. You know what I mean, eh? That's what we can normally describe people the way really done in their body. Then you, they open your mouth, they talk, say, you not care. Boy. I wonder who's kind person you be, who's kind government official you be. But at the same time, I'm not going to blame you. Because we see the information, misinformation minister Saffa always they talk so. They give back talk to people when they ask about something, they say, I don't know it. So we see the irresponsible business in so many of una. So it not come to me as a surprise. I just try for put on number people to understand. Yeah? Because me not see any reason why you for blame the APC if you did do your work. If you really did do your work, and you don't do your work as you claim say you work very hard. If you really do your work and you don't do your work very hard, then at least one thing where you supposed for do, now for make sure say you do your work and instead of you give the opposition chance for let them talk and do other kind thing to you, say other kind thing that you call them rubbish, when you give the result, they don't go talk. So one way for keep the opposition quiet, now for do the work the right way. And then they go keep quiet and go shut up. But if you know they do the right thing, of course, then our opposition, then will continue for talk. And if it hurt, you go both cut in three. You know what I mean, eh? But if you they represent a whole country in that place, you are the caretaker in that country for we. You they represent the caretaker, then they talk, your opposition party, then they talk, even if not them. Then you say you don't care, then I wonder what kind of matter will be. Because young people, and this is not about the opposition, young people, then a kind condition where we don't understand, they say no care. Now, the kind of thing this way we talk, now like, petty party politics business, and this way we always they talk about. Just party business. Instead of you focus on the job where you do, you blame opposition. But not to the force. Yeah? Pareba would issue don't come, caretaker blame the opposition. I call them. All the things that really happen, caretaker they blame the opposition. The caretaker they appoint you. Then say the back foot is they follow waiting the front foot they follow. So what you expect? Now the same thing no more. Because this now all irresponsible statements what they talk about. So you get for know what you do, Mr. Ambassador, and do the right thing, please. Okay, continue for hit for the like button if you don't do so yet. And the one that where two people wait on give it thumbs down. I don't know if they mistake, but if you don't mistake, you get one for Sally thank you. And you will feel say you like the program and you like the information. Hit for with the like button, we get 144. Hit the like button, let we double or let we more than 100 times the number of people that we do hit for with the downtime button. Yeah, the dislike button. Now we get 58 likes. Let me go up quick one and let me get more people them where they hit for we the like button. This na your program Weird and me na Sembe Pierre, the freedom fighter. Okay, we still there inside the matter. Now I want we move now to the big issue of the day. Where now the issue of this delivery. But first we want to remind you of UNDP, the country representative, waiting a been talk with regards delivery, service delivery, with regards where the international community they provide. All along we don't hear million dollars in the coming side for do different things, but yet still you imagine why the country still the crawl, why the country still the tete. Yeah, in fact, not the tete, why the country still the creep. Yeah, why we still the struggle? Why every day they tell we say we they go up on poverty line, angry boku, but plenty millions they come inside the country every day. First, let we hear waiting UNDP being talk with regards how the government they handle money where then they provide for them and how then they work on this issue of delivery. Yeah, let's listen to the UNDP country rep. They come back just now.
What they call HACT, the HACT the lady was talking about, that's the harmonized cash transfer. What it means is in order for development to be sustained, it has to be built within the national system. And to do that, people must be au fait with the rules, regulations on both sides. So UNDP has procedures, government has procedures, putting them together produces what we have, the manual they have been trained on. So, and the purpose is to make whatever intervention we have in this country sustainable. So, therefore, we have to train them so that they have better understanding of how the two systems can work together.
Doing a training to see how the system between the government and the UN system works together. What has been your observations, or what has been the UNDP observations when it comes to program implementations? Especially the one implemented by UNDP.
We have very cooperating partners, those who cooperate with us and also implement, as you can see with the turnout, many of them come. But as part of our procedure, there has to be continuous training, capacity building. You cannot be a capacity building agency and then you don't build the capacity of those who work with you. So as such, we thought it necessary to train our IPs, implementing partners, in the new ways we are doing our business.
You must have observed a gap in the implementation of your project. For listeners, what are some of these gaps, or what is the major gap in the implementation of projects that you think that the people that we are working with needs to be aware and of faith with the project implementation system of the UNDP?
The main issue from our side is lack of delivery. In our terms, it means I give you 100,000 leons to address a development challenge. 3 months down the line, zero implementation. There is no excuse for that. This is a development country. UNDP and other agencies are here because of the development needs. So if you are given resources, you must deliver. Because once you fail to deliver, either you are is affecting the system that we intended to support, or even the people who would be the beneficiaries of these interventions. So lack of delivery is an issue, and we've escalated to the level of the Minister of Planning and Economic Development. This was discussed in my presence with the Chief Minister, and hopefully maybe the President will know about it. But what we cannot take excuse for in a developing country where resources are needed, however small your portfolio is, you should deliver and even ask for more. So that has been the handicap in our delivery process. And people have different excuses. Some, they say ignorance of the law is no excuse. But in our terms, we still have to build their capacity so that they have better understanding of how these deliveries are done.
How alarming it is, the lack of delivery in your program implementations from partners?
It is, okay, let's put it in financial terms. On average, our budget is over 10 million. I won't give you the exact, but over 10 million. Down the line, 6 months, you've delivered only 1.5 million. So you do the math and tell us exactly what the difference is. This is how alarming it is. You are giving allocation based on your need. At the end of the day, if these resources are taken, next year perhaps they will give us a budget less than what we've requested, because there is obvious evidence that delivery is not taking place as we would have wanted. So it has a lot of implications on the next program, 2022, and program after that. That's why we insist, and I must repeat here, I've said clean delivery. When we say, some economists once say, sometimes is you can even bury money, it means something. But in development sense, no, you cannot bury money, and you cannot spend money or the personalities you want to move from point A to point B in terms of inequality or poverty.
Now, you've made mention on one of the challenges that it poses to your programs. That's you don't have the money that you expect to have for the other programs the coming years. That's from the UN standpoint. When it comes to the locals for which these programs are implemented, what are the impacts when it comes to lack of delivery on the people that are end beneficiaries?
Sierra Leone normally have higher allocation than Ghana because we have more development needs. But at the end of the day, if you are not able to utilize the resources that have been given to us, then we cannot make an argument next year that we should get more.
Okay, so you don't hear it for USSF. If then they give you money for it, you deliver, and then stay 6 months down the line, you get 0% delivery rate. It means you need to do anything. The time when we first play this tier, we take them, we analyze them, good one. Then tell we say, some of them people they don't live in the country, then APC so gets them. They say, hey boy, everybody now when they talk now APC, okay, no problem. So now the SSF always know say waiting in the talk or waiting people in the talk not true, They can listen. Now that make by mistake or God come up before they can't behind them, then can come back and tell you exactly waiting them people and then can not talk. And waiting we can don't see those self now, so self we analyze, they can find out say before you go down the line they can don't talk Now so I can like talk about me auntie Fatima. The other time I go to Ghana, I go talk saying office not to government office. Now say, hey, not to before you marana, I come back and say office na government office because African Express get a lash na in face, get a serious bang na in face. But anyway, now so the life day. Let's go back to this. Now you don't hear it for USSF. This na the reason we make every time you hear but millions of dollars then when they come inside we country, but yet still, they reflects. And not they tell on the economy, and not they tell on the lives of the people, because we lack the mechanism, the arm of delivery. The government not they deliver. They not they deliver at all. Well, this next clip where they can play you, before I go inside this talk plenty one, I want you take your time and listen and good one, yeah? it gets a little bit of noise. But take it and listen. If it cost me for let a play and 2 time for you, I could do that for make you pick up what they say. The next clip where they come up with, get for do it JJ Saffa. JJ Saffa they talk about the how they call them, the delivery parts, the delivery arm where he say don't missing from the government. And in exact UNDP talk about. And JJ Saffa, when the chief minister and be the finance minister, and the chief minister now don't come and confirm exactly what in this particular UNDP rep don't talk about. Okay, so I want to listen properly, listen and listen well. Now inside this particular thing, it talk about the 3 people where they support the presidency. Yeah. The president himself, the vice president, and the first lady, the 3 top people that really support the presidency inside the government. You see how important the first lady be? Okay, let me listen to JJ Saffa quick. Please listen and listen carefully. I will play on 2 or 3 times if you want, because it's not long. I'll come back just now.
Take this as a context. We are content of matter of fact. The office of the president, we are told to the office of the president. I just tell you what the principle. For the number 1 principle of the office of the president said, it really leads the political direction of the presidency and by extension of government to provide the political leadership. And that means everything as a matter of fact. Whatever you do is up to that. But just decide to use that as a compartment of the presidency. And it's actually supported by the vice president and the first lady. The general administration of the presidency and by extension the wider public sector, it's the substitute the president. So you can decide the head of the administration, public administration. Of course, it's also supported by the secretary of the cabinet as well. What's been missing in the presidency for so years is the delivery part of the presidency. So when you talk about the chief minister, just use the word delivery. It's not been missing absolutely. It's been done in different ways. It's not been institutionalized. I mean, you have a performance manager, other things going on. But what we are trying to do this time is to institutionalize delivery. And therefore, chief minister leads the delivery arm of the presidency. If you look at the governance chain, of course, the presidency comes in to guide the budget because the budget is first approved by cabinet before it goes to parliament. So we have an input into that. You can look, the Minister of Finance can draft the budget, goes to cabinet. Cabinet may have some view perspective that may change. So in that case, we can direct it when we want it. But more importantly, what has been missing generally, where that money is the account, who follows up on the delivery? We've never really had a delivery culture in this country.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. You do it here for yourself. Right? Good. So now we'll move. A talk say, I want to focus on the delivery part, not on the first lady on site. And I will talk about Fatima and whatever. You know. So basically they talk about the delivery. It's a waiting done missing in the presidency for so many years, now the delivery part. Then a catch-up say they talk to journalists them. Then he say it's not missing absolutely, but it day in different form. But it not say day, still confirm say it day, it's a day in different form. But at the end, when he talk, he come back and say the delivering part of the presidency missing, and that he as the chief minister need. You understand? You understand the rationale, the thing where they try for talk? He as the chief minister now need for bring the delivery parts of to the presidency. Okay, low for talk about the presidency. Last the government and the president. The president and the government not the deliver. Because now he make up of the government and the presidency and the president and the government, yeah? So he say they're not the deliver. So waiting he as the chief minister need, when he say need, waiting he wants being, waiting he really need for do. Now for make sure say the delivery parts of the president and the government then go into RAM. You understand? Okay, maybe you not get them fine. Let me listen and back for the second time.
Take this as a context. We are content of matter of fact. The office of the president, we are told to the office of the president. I just tell you what the principle. For course, the number one principle of the president said, he really leads the political direction of the presidency and by extension government to provide the political leadership. And that means everything as a matter of fact. Whatever you do is up to that. But just decide to use that as a compartment of the presidency. And it's naturally supported by the vice president and the first lady. The general administration of the presidency and by extension the wider public sector, it's substitute the president. So you can decide the head of the administration, government administration. Of course, it's also supported by the secretary to the cabinet as well. What's been missing in the presidency for so years is the delivery part of the presidency. So when you talk about the chief minister, just use the word delivery. It's not been missing absolutely. It's been done in different ways. It's not been institutionalized. I mean, you have the performance manager, other things. It's going on. But what we are trying to do this time is to institutionalize delivery. And therefore, chief minister leads the delivery arm of the presidency. If you look at the governance chain, of course, the presidency comes in to guide the budget because the budget is first approved by cabinet before it goes to parliament. So we have an input into that. You can put the Minister of Finance can draft the budget, goes to cabinet. Cabinet may have some view perspective that will change. So in that case, we can direct it the way we want it. But more importantly, what has been missing generally, where that money is the account, who follows up on the delivery? We've never really had a delivery culture in this country.
So now you don't hear yam back. The yam, and I will give you opportunity, maybe because the clip not too clean, but if you take your time for listening, you will able for hear exactly. But I guess plenty people don't understand what I'm trying to say. Presidency not the deliver. Okay, let's put on this other way. Caretaker be not the deliver. Because you talk about the presidency, it don't make it very clear. The presidency are the one that they support, and the presidency itself, the vice president and the first lady. Okay, let's look at this way. They're not the deliver. The president always the fly. They go with billions of leons, yeah, but they count nothing. The first lady, by answers or answer for gas, they take plenty billion, invite in company, and can make big party. The actual thing they not the one. The vice president, he can just go na them this and that, go and promise put local, then they can't for nothing with nothing. Pass the people and begin and back say, hey, but that promise we can make now for come back. So I just give you the three parts we in talk about the presidency, the president, the vice president, and the first lady, yeah, where we can call the caretaker. It's simply JJ Saffa be actually want talk. But it is scared because a journalist them. And interestingly, after that, they be able for corner people for letting not come up with it. If not allowed, they like, watch, no journalist not come up with this. No journalist not come up with that. No paper not write about them. No television not put them. No radio not talk about them. None. Because it's like JJ Saffa make mistake, so he try to play with them. He play with the brains of the journalists them for make them forget about waiting he talk and he care them go to other things. So the politician determine waiting the journalist for right. But now then we had different. We dey listen to now and talk about waiting we think about what you talk. So now, not about my opinion, you listen back and tell me what you think. It simply means that the government, because you talk about the presidency, now the government where they talk about. The government, no, they deliver. Listen back for the last time, yeah?
Take this as a context, in the real context of the matter of fact. The office of the president, the actions to the office of the president. I just tell you what the principle. For the number one principle of the office of the president said, he really leads the political direction of the presidency and by extension government to provide the political leadership. And that means everything as a matter of fact. Whatever you do is up to that. But just decide to use that as a compartment of the presidency. And it's naturally supported by the vice president and the first lady. The general administration of the presidency and by extension the wider public sector, it's the substitute the president. So you can decide the head of the administration, government administration. Of course, it's also supported by the secretary to the cabinet as well. What's been missing in the presidency for so years is the delivery part of the presidency. So when you talk about the chief minister, just use the word delivery. It's not been missing absolutely. It's been done in different ways. It's not been institutionalized. I mean, you have the performance manager, other things. It's going on. But what we are trying to do this time is to institutionalize delivery. And therefore, chief minister leads the delivery arm of the presidency. If you look at the governance chain, of course, the presidency comes in to guide the budget because the budget is first approved by cabinet before it goes to parliament. So we have an input into that. You can put the Minister of Finance can draft the budget, goes to cabinet. cabinet may have some view perspective that may change. So in that case, we can direct it the way we want it. But more importantly, what has been missing generally, where that money hits the account, who follows up on the delivery? We've never really had a delivery culture in this country.
Yeah, so now the last one that one day. So now you don't listen from waiting the UNDP talk. And the question where I go ask you now, the UNDP rep waiting a been talk say the delivery arm of this government missing. Where it say this government not the deliver. For example, then they give you 10 million per year, una not able to spend 3 million for year. It means say una not the deliver, una not you do na work. A whole country not able to spend 10 million from UNDP. Next time when they give quota, then they look at the country where they don't spend. Where they do. Because not to spend, for spend now one. You spend and you come up with results. But these governments, they can spend, take money, say then they go do projects, take money, go launch, take money, go do this thing and so. But at the end of the day, no results and no they show. Now exactly that the UNDP man they try to talk about. You know, but when you talk as a diplomat, you get to be very careful because then get this diplomatic, you know, relationship where they hold you for make you not say certain words them. But now exactly that they say. The same goes to the minister, the chief minister. The chief minister want for talk about the reality, but it is scared because in a part of the system, in a be the finance minister and in a the head of the ministers they right now. So they not go able for come out plain and talk. So now something that they like something can they even when they do program now so something that they can bug we can be forced for certain kind of things and then happen with the chief minister. They talk about delivery, but they find out say themselves not the deliver. So it forced for come out and say that kind of thing there. But at the end of the day, a conscious say in a part of the system that it play with it in. But then say conscience now like open wound. Now only the truth. Now they set you free. So it go back and come and say, you know, and not satisfied, it need for come back and end. And they come back and say, he as the chief minister need. It means say the other people are not the get them. They not they get the free hand for able for deliver. So he as the chief minister need the delivery part for let he able for do the work for if they for succeed. Now that's simply the try for talk. You see? So now exactly this will be the try for making you understand today. So if you feel say waiting JJ Saffa talk a real, now reality hit for with the like button now because more things than there for you. If waiting JJ Saffa say now reality hit for with the like button, let we get 100 likes right now because we end the program and tomorrow we they come up with the program Blow Mind when I own time for talk. So you will get time for talk about waiting JJ Saffa talk. You will get time for talk about other things then Guma Valley and other things. But tomorrow now you own time for talk. Today now me. Now like me analyze all of the things the way they happen, yeah? So tomorrow now you time for let you talk. So if you're really happy with this program today, hit for the like button. And one more time I want to tell thank you to the one that we don't dislike with program. And one for tell thank you to the one that we don't share with program now both Facebook and YouTube. We don't like and comment. We appreciate you. If you're new to this channel, please consider for subscribe. If you get interest in politics and want to know exactly what they happen inside the country, we then also for talk waiting and talk. We then also for say waiting and see. And we then also for show you waiting the SSF record. Yeah? We not get anything we hide. And like who that, we not care who that na the person. APCSL people with the hammer they go. Yeah, but the only thing, 90% of what we talk about now the government, because the government get with responsibility. APC they don't mess up, they don't go. This government will hold them to account enough for mess up. Some people go say, "Oh, someone have been there. The time where APC be in power, we been there and we do work." But the only thing, not to be this platform. We been get some of who we don't do plenty things. Them ask the last government. We don't rush with them good one. But this time around, we get free hand for do we all work for we self. So we do them. And this year, by the grace of God, as long as life and well body day, we will continue for do them and we will do them forever and ever. Amen. As long as the life and well body day. Okay? And even if we not say we not get for live forever ever, although we day first, but we will make sure say we train other people then we will continue with this particular channel. Yeah? Even after we. Because we want to make sure say we hold we government to account. You know, it's too shameful for notice say we journalists, the most of them, the media houses them, then they scared for say certain things them. No media house not will get mind come and tell you say the government not they deliver. They don't get mind. They don't get mind. If they want for do and say, then they prime them. If na lie, they lie, watch this thing. This thing so then think they all will not be the do program. This thing will happen. We been keep them because we wait for the right time where they can begin program back. We been keep them. So it don't pass over like 2 weeks going or 1 month. None of them, no paper you not see them, no paper you not see them, no radio you know hear, no television, not even the different social media, the different blogger or vlogger them not talk about them. Now only we hear the go hear some of them kind of things there. So if you want for the hear most of them things there, and we know the makeup story, yo. We know the kind of don't talk like Belful or Uto as people and can come and say, yeah. We there also for talk about waiting they happen, and waiting they say now we they say. Waiting and talk, now they talk. Waiting they record, now we they show. You understand? So, sometimes in this, if we can go, as you can listen some of the programs, then we can even care with. We program, I think so we channel a very liberal. We not care with that. We get SLPP program, then we put on this channel. APC program, we put on this channel. Any other program, now any other channel, as long as we see, say, this program also from this channel is fine. We put them as a day. If small mistake there, you can just edit and put them as a day. And you can follow that program they right now their own channel as well. But the bottom line now, we do them for the country. And not for nobody. Now that make we need to pick and choose who that we put. As long as that person the way they talk. With the pre-SLPP program now, so then they blast for SAPC. With the bring APC and they blast for SLPP. We not care. As far as we concern, this platform now for everybody. And that's what we do for. So 90% of what we do, we the studio talk about the government. So the cyber, until they put beef, they put beats inside the cyber, we could begin to like a vocal for low rap. Yeah. So I think saying that I get for you today. Yeah. Let's see if you don't give me the 100 likes we will be actually asked for. Hit me 100, please. Hit me 100. Hit me 100. We get 88 likes right now. 88 and 54. 154 the watch. Now YouTube 57, and then Facebook. How many they watch right now? I just see Facebook. We get 67. Thank you very much for the like and shares. Thank you very much. We appreciate to know the comments as well. And YouTube give me 100 thing 100. Okay, person be don't like. We don't make it go 88, but the person don't by mistake don't come out that don't dislike it. Don't touch them back. If you know say you don't touch the like button, not touch on 210 because if you do it, you come out. So let's just get 100 like because at the left one now by God in power, we will join you again tomorrow inside the program Blue Mind. Follow we talk about things that really happen inside we country Sierra Leone. But this time, not to really talk, now you time for talk. Let we blow we mind. We time for talk, eh? So let we wait and see what thing they happen. Yeah. Let we talk about corruption, let we talk about things that really happen inside we yard and other things that kuku jumuku, all things that happen inside we yard. But anyway, my name na Sembepie, the freedom fighter. Okay, until we will get for meet again tomorrow by God in power in another edition of the program Blow Mind, not a weirdo Blow Mind. I want to say on behalf of the team, my brother, by Bure and the entire management of Weird channel. I want to say thank you very much for joining me inside the program today. Thank you very much for like, comment, and share. And thank you very much for you as well subscribe for the very first time. Okay? Until we meet again inside another edition, I want to say God bless you. God bless we country Sierra Leone, where we can call we are. God bless me, myself, with Studio and my team. And get yourself a wonderful day. It depends on your day. Wonderful night. A wonderful morning. Yeah? Love you all. God bless you all.
Can't talk about things when they happen. Are we on sweet jazz alone? I know we all. Oh, we let for do them bad things them. We they feel most alone. I know you. Oh, we yard. Famul, this na you yard. Once a plenty thank you. So the one that will subscribe to the channel and we don't like, comment and share with video.
And we want to say plenty thank you. So una we get the patience for go na YouTube, WhatsApp, Facebook, click with video them. Born una credit for support we watch with video them. Who tell una plenty thank you.
If you just join me today, we want to say do ya press the subscribe button and then you press the notification bell. So anytime we post the video, you will be amongst the first people then we go get with video then.
Yes, subscribe. You always dey watch we program them, but you not subscribe yet to the channel. All wetin you get for do, press this red subscribe button and then you come over here and press this bell. To the bell option, press this one with all. It don't done. It no get for cost you anything. When you do this, na sign for show say you dey support we for make we do more. Thank you for we don help we for share this program. Yeah, God bless you.